So you decided to play DreamWorld. Good choice. There's an infinite sandbox to explore with some really cool features for builders, for explorers, for fighters, magic users. There's potions and battles, a truly open world of exploration. Alright, let's get down to business. The first time you log in, you get one of the default presets randomly. The character generator is not as meticulous and not as advanced as Starfield's. Boy, am I glad it isn't. So you can choose your body type, your hairstyle, your colors, etc. Once you are satisfied, click Finish. You might be prompted to select a name. Mine is already fixed. At this point, you are asked to choose whether you want a 2-key control set like Minecraft or 3-key control set like Valheim, and this is exactly what this game is aiming for, to be a mix, the best of all worlds. Is it there yet? Not quite, but it's really just a matter of time. The game drops you through a vertical collage of elements and asks you to look around using the mouse and keyboard. Take a look. Almost all of the things you see, you will be able, eventually, to craft and build for yourself. There are floating items and some buildings, some player interactions. The tentacles of some great beast flail at you. And eventually, you see the city of Elysium. Your character is uprighted and placed gently on the ground, and the in-game tutorial begins. When I started this playthrough, I didn't realize that my character has all the stuff from the previous playthrough on my person, so you can see the items in the bar at the bottom. Right above it is your compass and your health point and mana point bars. The compass shows the cardinal direction and some important markers. The yellow symbol is a place marker I left in my earlier playthrough. Right in the middle is the Elysium City marker, and you can see 2 white player markers. These are actual players in-game. Further to the right, you can see another player and 2 base markers for bases of mine which happen to be in the same direction from here. Above the compass on the right, we see that we are 20 units north of the center of the map, 0 units to the east of the center, and 98 units above ground. Wait, what? Yeah, here's the thing. You start your journey on the island. And the island is actually a floating island that's floating above the center of the map. We'll get to that soon enough. The units are in meters, by the way, and looking at this image, it's pretty clear if this is more than 98 meters or 330 feet. Yeah, falling down to the world below would hurt if you didn't have a... Oops, getting ahead of myself here. We'll get to that. Okay, what do we have on the screen? On the bottom right, we have a reminder panel for the main controls. I love the fact that it's on by default, but naturally, you can disable it later when you're feeling acclimated. Above it, we have the quest tracker. It tells you that you can close it by clicking left alt, but I'll leave it open for the time being. This is the very beginning of the tutorial. It sees we already looked around, and we start exercising the controls. There, we finished the basics quest and moved to dig in. Here, we're asked to dig and then collect a resource. Please ignore the sword for now. We'll craft our first weapon pretty soon. Anyway, almost everything you see can be interacted with. The dirt, these wood pieces lying on the ground, although some of them require specific tools like axe for trees, pickaxe for these stone mushrooms. Skipping a little ahead here, I've collected what I need to craft a flint axe. Let's open the inventory, and since flint axe is already selected, I can press craft. You can see that the material amounts changed, and since I had a free slot on the hotbar, the flint axe went there automatically. There isn't much I can craft on my person. For more advanced crafting, I will need a crafting bench, which requires a roof, which requires... Actually, it doesn't require anything. You can build anywhere you want, but you would rather build at a base. Holding the left alt key opens the quest tracker to a larger size, and you can go through your quests and select one to actively track. Close it by short pressing left alt again. Alright, let's head into the city. Inside there are 3 NPCs you need to talk to on the ground floor, and there's plenty of space to explore. Empty as it is, I believe it is planned to be populated with all kinds of goodies in the future. There are a couple more NPCs elsewhere in the city, but I'll let you find out for yourself. As you can already see, there's another player next to Aloysius. I tried to use the chat feature, but didn't get an answer. Speaking to Aloysius, he gives us the quests to craft a weapon and to practice some fighting. Against training dummies at first, and then against goblins. Along the way, you can also attack the innocent deer or poultry and loot them. Feathers are an important ingredient in some recipes. You can go do the quests and then come back for the other 2 NPCs, or like I'm doing here, you can go talk to Zeke, the builder, and Tilly, the farmer. Zeke gives you the quests that direct you to learn how to build your own base. He gives you some wood to get you started, and you are expected to craft an axe if you haven't already, and go chop down some trees. Tilly will talk to you about farming. She'll explain about getting seeds and about farming near your base, which is more protected than farming elsewhere. What she means by that will become apparent when we talk about building your first base. Once you're ready, you will see the big yellow teleport arch is ready for you. It will teleport you to another location on the island where you can start your quests. Let's do this. If you found this useful, please hit like and consider subscribing. GoodGuysFree here, and I'll see you again in the next video, where we will craft a flint dagger and go through the combat tutorial and maybe something more.